Hi everyone, welcome back to Jesse's Small Homestead, and I'm Jess. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make my favorite soup, broccoli potato with cheddar cheese. Okay, in the pot we have 3 tablespoons of butter melting, and to this butter we're going to add in probably 1/4 cup of onions. You can add in more onions if you'd like, but I don't like too many onions, and we're going to go ahead and cook this down. Let's add some pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because I will be adding the two cans of chicken broth, and I want to be able to taste it before I add any salt to it, but I do like a lot of pepper. Now we will go ahead and add in the 1 clove of garlic. Now that the flavors have been combined, we will add in 2 heaping spoons full of flour. This is going to be your roux, and a roux is a thickening agent for soups, stews, and gravies. And you want to cook off the flour. You're pretty much cooking the butter and garlic and onions with the flour all together to get rid of that flour taste. We're going to let this cook for maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Now that it is a golden brown, your flour should be completely cooked off, and we're going to go ahead and add in our 2 cans of chicken broth. Stir this in, scraping the edges. And we will bring this to a boil and be back. Okay, the broth is just now coming to a boil, and I've got quite a few potatoes cut. I cut extras because I'll make fried potatoes tomorrow morning, but I got overly excited and pre-cut potatoes. These are probably, you can cut them as big or as small as you want. I like smaller potatoes to fit on my spoon. So I'm going to put in, let's see, there's 1 cup, ouch, that's hot. 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. Let's see what this looks like. I'm really bad about measuring. So that was 4 cups. Let's put in more. 5, 6, we might use all of it. 7. Oh, what the heck. Let's just do that much. That didn't leave me very many potatoes. Let's put them all in. These potatoes have been cooking roughly 10 minutes. And right now I'm checking the potatoes. I don't want them fully cooked because the soup still needs to cook quite a bit. We still have the broccoli to put in. I can get my fork in there, but it takes a bit to get the fork in. And I did pull out some of those potatoes. It was a bit much, especially putting the broccoli in. I went ahead and chopped up the broccoli, and I just chopped it up the best I could. I didn't want to overthink it. So we're going to put in probably 2 cups. Let's see what this looks like. Stir it up. Right now my heat is on number 6, which is pretty much a medium. Let's go ahead and add in more broccoli. I think I did chop it up a little too fine, but it'll still be good. So I'm just kind of picking through, sifting through it and getting the bigger chunks out. When I cook, I don't overthink things. I don't follow recipes or none of that. I mean, life's too short. Why follow recipes? That looks pretty good. All right, let's stir this in. And it does look like we don't have very much broth, but by the time we get the cream in, we will have more broth. I think I'm going to put a little bit, oops, I almost dropped the spoon. I'm going to put a little bit more of these potatoes back in the soup. Now that I have the broccoli, and I can kind of see how much room I have left. Okay, now that everything is incorporated, I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to cover it up and let this cook for maybe 5 minutes, if that, and then we'll add in the cream. All right, we are back. Look at this. Nice, our potatoes are cooking and our broccoli is doing good. Let's go ahead and add in our heavy whipping cream. You can use milk. I just have the heavy whipping cream on hand, so I'm going to go ahead and add in, that was about a ½ cup. And I like heavy whipping cream because it makes it more creamy. And you want to wait to the very last to do your heavy whipping cream or your milk and your cheese. Wait for the very last minute, because if you don't, it will begin to separate and it'll get kind of, it's a weird consistency. So we're going to bring this, let's add a little bit more. Right, perfect. Okay, last step is to add in the cheese. You can add in cheddar, Swiss, pepper jack, whatever kind of cheese you want. Thanks for joining me today on Jesse's Small Homestead. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.